Hello dear viewers, my name is Nino and today we're going to take a look at the Hawkeye 3 drone from DB Power. Now here's the box and it's a fairly big box, so I'm just gonna take a moment to pull out the guts of it and show you what's inside of it. So this is going to be a short review, by the way, because I have already reviewed the Hawkeye drone and this one is different mostly by its size and abilities and price, of course, since bigger means better and costs more. Now here we have the actual remote control. As you can see, it is off. You're going to need batteries for it and a screwdriver, which however is included in this packaging. We also have a very nice manual. This manual is in English and it's written quite well. It's quite understandable. Here we have the guards for the rotor blades so they don't break as easily. The landing gear is hidden over there, and what do we have here? Alright, this is going to be the charging station that you're going to need to charge the battery. By the way, the battery of this device holds for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on how you fly, whether you use the camera, etc. As I mentioned, the two landing gear parts which we will need to screw onto the actual drone. We see here we have a few screws and the screwdriver, so we're not left missing anything when it comes to assembling this drone, which is great. And these two sticks, in case you're wondering, are what we need for the remote control. Here we have one set of rotor blades, and then we have another one in case we somehow manage to break the first one, which isn't that hard. And of course we have this little tool which we are going to use to attach our phone to the actual remote control. Now let's see what we got up here. It looks like some interesting stuff. Okay, yeah, so alright, we have one cable with which we can connect the camera to the actual battery, and a small card reader because we get a micro SD card as well. Here it is, 4 gigabytes. It's gonna be more than enough for us to do some, you know, simple videos. The resolution of the camera isn't that high, and it can fit quite a lot on it. Then we have the actual power, no, not the power brick, this is the actual camera. And which software you're going to use, it depends strictly on which camera model you have. That should be written on the packaging itself. And also you're going to have to download the software from the page of the company that's producing it. Then we have the secondary attachment, which we will connect with the first one I mentioned about connecting the phone to the remote control, and this is where you snap your phone on. I'm gonna show you what it looks like very soon, and I believe that's pretty much it here. So the next thing we're going to pull out is the drone, and as you can see, compared to my previous Hawkeye 1 review, this drone is significantly bigger. Now this has the advantage that this drone is easier to control. Even when it's windy, it has its own weight, so it doesn't get blown off so easily. Although if you go really high, if you fly really high in the air, you are going to have a bad time because it's still going to manage to blow it off somewhat. You can of course adjust that and fight it, but I just always recommend not to try flying it in windy conditions, and we'll see that in the video that's coming up a bit later now during this review, where I demonstrate the flight. It was an extremely windy day and I still went for it, and actually Sarah is flying the drone in that particular video, so she's not quite good at it anyway. Now once we've assembled the camera, which the whole drone, not just the camera, which takes about 30 minutes if you're really slow like me, you can test it like this, and as you can see, I've already attached a phone to it and it looks pretty cool. So let's try flying this puppy. It flies very nicely. It has a great weight to it, and I really enjoyed flying it. But here we have Sarah, and she's extremely unsure when it comes to this, so she was still learning. You can see she's very insecure about it. She's going left, right, tilting a little bit. So don't pay attention to that. The camera can fly really high, and we can, not the camera, sorry, the drone, and we can really see that the camera quality is absolutely okay for a drone camera. You can recognize stuff, it's not a problem. And I can also tell you that I didn't notice any kind of lag when it came to transferring the image straight to the actual phone, so that was pretty sweet. You can really fly high and see what's going on there. The reception was excellent, so that was not an issue whatsoever. Now this drone is quite cheap compared to other drones that are in this size, and I gotta tell you that generally I'm very satisfied with it. This is a quite good drone, very nice piece of hardware, and I can recommend it if you want to play. And this is definitely not a drone for a child though. While the Hawkeye 1 was more of a child toy because it was secured in more ways, had a lesser weight, so basically you could crash it much worse before it breaks. This one has a greater weight and size, so if you do crash land on it too hard, that's pretty much gonna be it. So I wouldn't recommend letting children play with this one, because they'll probably mess it up. And I mean, it costs about 2.5 to 3 times as much as the Hawkeye one, so you know, it will hurt you if you break it. But other than that, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. It's a really nice drone. I really like it. I've had a lot of fun playing with it. As you can see, Sarah was having fun too. She's not very good at this, but she did her best, and that's what matters. So yeah, that was the short review I wanted to mention. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my review, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.